Stoicism for women. Are you constantly feeling overwhelmed by society's expectations of what a successful woman should be? Do you find yourself exhausted from trying to control everything in your life, only to feel more anxious and unfulfilled? Perhaps you've achieved external success, but there's still this nagging emptiness inside. Are you chasing ideals that are actually leading you further away from inner peace and true strength? In our modern world, women face unique pressures to look perfect, achieve career success, maintain relationships, and handle it all with grace. But what if this relentless pursuit of external validation is actually distracting you from developing the inner strength that truly matters? What if becoming a better woman isn't about meeting others' expectations, but about cultivating your own wisdom, resilience, and virtue? Today, we're exploring 10 powerful Stoic lessons that can transform how you navigate life as a woman. These aren't quick fixes or superficial self-improvement tips. Instead, we're diving into profound principles that can help you develop unshakable inner strength, regardless of life's challenges. Throughout this video, I want to hear from you. In the comments below, share which of these principles resonates most with your current life situation. Let's learn and grow together as we explore this Stoic path to becoming better women. Ready to begin? Let's dive in. 1. Focus on what you can control. Our first Stoic lesson is perhaps the most fundamental, the dichotomy of control. As women, we often feel responsible for everything and everyone around us. But Stoicism teaches us a liberating truth. Much of what happens in life is simply beyond our control. Think about it. You can't control what others think of you, societal expectations, or even many of life's circumstances. How many hours have you spent worrying about things you can't change? The opinions of others, past mistakes, or future uncertainties? Instead, Stoicism invites you to focus your precious energy on what you actually can control, your thoughts, judgments, values, and actions. This shift in focus is incredibly empowering. When you stop trying to control the uncontrollable, you reclaim your power and peace of mind. For example, instead of obsessing over whether someone likes you, focus on being authentic and kind. Rather than stressing about aging, focus on maintaining your health and embracing your wisdom. Instead of comparing yourself to other women, focus on living according to your own values. This principle is especially powerful for women who often feel pulled in multiple directions by others' expectations. By focusing on what you can control, you free yourself from the exhausting burden of trying to please everyone or be perfect. I'm curious, what's one thing you've been trying to control that you now realize might be better to let go of? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's discuss how we can redirect our energy toward what truly matters. 2. Embrace virtue as the sole good. Our second Stoic lesson challenges our modern definition of success. In a world that often measures a woman's worth by her appearance, relationship status, or material achievements, Stoicism offers a radical alternative. For Stoics, virtue, wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance is the only true good. Everything else, beauty, wealth, status, even health, are indifferents. They're neither inherently good nor bad. Their value depends on how they're used. This perspective is revolutionary for women, constantly bombarded with messages about what we should be. It means your worth isn't determined by your appearance, your relationship status, your career achievements, or how well you meet others' expectations. Instead, your true value comes from your character, your wisdom in making decisions, your courage in facing challenges, your fairness in treating others, and your self-discipline in managing desires. When you embrace virtue as the sole good, you're liberated from the tyranny of external validation. You no longer need to chase fleeting standards of beauty or success. Instead, you can focus on developing qualities that no one can take away from you: your integrity, your resilience, your compassion. Think about the women you truly admire. Isn't it their character, their courage, wisdom and integrity that you respect most? These virtues are timeless and accessible to all women, regardless of age, appearance, or circumstance. What virtue do you feel is most important to develop in your life right now? Is it wisdom to make better decisions, courage to face your fears, justice in your relationships, or temperance in managing emotions and desires? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to know which virtue speaks to you most. 3. Practice negative visualization. Our third Stoic lesson might initially sound pessimistic, but it's actually a powerful tool for cultivating gratitude and resilience. Negative visualization, or premeditatio malorum, involves contemplating the potential loss of things you value. As women, we often pour our hearts into our relationships, careers, and creating beautiful lives. But Stoicism reminds us that everything in life is temporary. Our health, our relationships, our possessions, even our lives themselves. By occasionally contemplating what it would be like to lose what you value, imagining life without your partner, your health, your home, or your loved ones, you accomplish two powerful things. First, you prepare yourself mentally for life's inevitable challenges, building psychological resilience. Second, and perhaps more importantly, you cultivate a deep appreciation for what you currently have. This practice isn't about dwelling in fear or anxiety. It's about acknowledging life's impermanence so you can more fully appreciate the present moment. When you recognize that nothing is guaranteed, you stop taking things for granted. A simple dinner with family becomes precious. Your health becomes a gift rather than an expectation. Your relationships become treasures to nurture rather than obligations to fulfill. For women, who often carry the emotional labor in relationships and families, this practice can be particularly powerful. It helps us prioritize what truly matters and let go of perfectionism or trivial concerns. I'd love to know, have you ever experienced how the fear of losing something made you appreciate it more? Or has an actual loss helped you value what remains? Share your experiences in the comments below. Your story might help another woman gain perspective on her own challenges. 4. Develop emotional resilience. Our fourth Stoic lesson addresses something women are often criticized for: our emotions. Society sends mixed messages. We're either too emotional or cold if we're not emotional enough. But Stoicism offers a balanced approach to emotional life that's incredibly empowering. Stoicism teaches that it's not events themselves that disturb us, but our judgments about them. As Epictetus said, people are disturbed not by things, but by the views they take of them. This means you have more control over your emotional responses than you might think. This doesn't mean suppressing your emotions, quite the opposite. Stoicism encourages you to observe your emotions with awareness, understanding their causes without being controlled by them. It's about developing emotional intelligence and resilience. When you feel upset, angry, or anxious, pause and ask yourself, what judgment am I making about this situation? Is this judgment helping me or harming me? Is there another way to view this situation that might serve me better? For example, if someone criticizes you, your initial reaction might be hurt or anger based on the judgment. This person doesn't respect me. A Stoic approach would be to pause and consider, perhaps they're having a difficult day, or this feedback, though painful, might help me grow. This emotional resilience is particularly valuable for women navigating complex personal and professional relationships. It allows you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively, to maintain your center even when provoked, and to choose responses aligned with your values. Have you ever changed your perspective on a situation and found your emotions changed as well? Share your experience in the comments. Let's learn from each other's emotional wisdom. 5. In accordance with nature. Our fifth Stoic lesson invites us to live in harmony with nature, both the natural world and our own true nature as human beings. For women, this principle is particularly powerful, as we often face pressure to conform to artificial standards that go against our authentic selves. Living in accordance with nature means understanding and accepting the natural order of things. It means recognizing our place in the larger cosmos and embracing the natural cycles of life, growth, change, aging, and impermanence. Rather than fighting against these natural processes, Stoicism encourages us to accept and work with them. On a personal level, living in accordance with nature means honoring your authentic self, your natural strengths, limitations, and purpose. It means rejecting artificial standards of beauty, success, or femininity that don't align with your true nature. It means embracing your unique gifts and using them in service of something greater than yourself. For women, this principle is revolutionary in a world that often tries to squeeze us into limiting roles or impossible standards. It gives us permission to be authentically ourselves, to age naturally, to prioritize our genuine interests, to honor our body's needs, and to live according to our own values rather than external expectations. I'm curious, in what ways have you felt pressure to go against your authentic nature? And how might embracing your true self be liberating? Share your reflections in the comments below. Your authenticity might inspire other women to embrace theirs as well. 6. Practice self-discipline. Our sixth Stoic lesson focuses on self-discipline, the ability to control our impulses, desires, and actions in service of our higher values. In a world of instant gratification and constant distraction, this Stoic virtue is more valuable than ever. Self-discipline isn't about harsh restriction or punishment. It's about freedom, the freedom that comes from being in control of yourself rather than controlled by your impulses. It's about making conscious choices aligned with your values rather than being swayed by momentary desires or external influences. For women, self-discipline can be applied in countless ways. It might mean setting boundaries in relationships rather than people-pleasing. It might mean managing your time according to your priorities rather than others' demands. It might mean controlling reactive emotions in challenging situations, or it might mean making consistent choices that support your physical and mental health. Self-discipline also means following through on commitments to yourself with the same dedication you show to commitments to others. Many women excel at keeping promises to everyone except themselves. Stoicism reminds us that our commitments to our own development matter deeply. The practice of self-discipline builds over time. Each small victory, each time you choose the harder right over the easier wrong, strengthens your will and builds your character. These small daily choices ultimately shape who you become. What area of your life would benefit most from greater self-discipline? Is it your health habits, your emotional reactions, your time management, or something else? Share in the comments which aspect of self-discipline you're currently working on. Your commitment might inspire others on their journey. 7. Embrace impermanence. Our seventh Stoic lesson addresses a fundamental truth that many of us resist. Everything in life is temporary. Relationships evolve, beauty fades, success comes and goes, health fluctuates, and life itself is finite. Rather than denying this reality, Stoicism encourages us to embrace it. For women, this principle is particularly powerful as we navigate life's transitions, from youth to maturity, through relationship changes, career evolutions, physical transformations, and shifting family dynamics. Society often teaches women to fear these changes, especially those related to aging or loss of youth. But Stoicism offers a more empowering perspective. When you embrace impermanence, you stop clinging to what was or anxiously anticipating what might be. Instead, you can fully appreciate what is right now. You can embrace each stage of life for its unique gifts, rather than comparing it to what came before or what might come after. This acceptance of impermanence doesn't mean passive resignation. Rather, it means engaging fully with life as it is, appreciating its fleeting beauty and finding meaning in change itself. It means recognizing that it's precisely life's impermanence that makes it precious. For example, understanding that your time with loved ones is limited makes those moments more meaningful. Accepting that youth is temporary can help you appreciate its energy while it's here and welcome the wisdom that comes with age. Recognizing that difficult periods will also pass gives you courage during challenging times. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What life transition have you resisted that might actually offer hidden gifts if embraced? Or how has accepting impermanence helped you appreciate your current stage of life? Share your wisdom in the comments below. 8. Seek wisdom and knowledge. Our 8th Stoic lesson emphasizes the pursuit of wisdom and knowledge as essential to living well. For Stoics, wisdom isn't just academic knowledge, it's practical understanding that guides our actions and choices. As women, we're often encouraged to focus on external accomplishments or appearances rather than intellectual development. But Stoicism reminds us that cultivating our minds is one of the most important investments we can make. Your knowledge and wisdom are assets that can never be taken from you and only grow more valuable with time. Seeking wisdom means being curious about the world and yourself. It means questioning assumptions, especially those society has taught you about what it means to be a woman. It means reading widely, engaging in thoughtful conversations, reflecting on your experiences, and continuously learning from both successes and failures. Wisdom also involves self-knowledge, understanding your values, strengths, weaknesses, and patterns. This self-awareness is crucial for making choices aligned with your authentic self rather than external expectations. For women navigating complex personal and professional landscapes, practical wisdom is invaluable. It helps you discern when to speak and when to listen, when to persist and when to pivot, when to compromise and when to stand firm. It helps you make decisions you won't regret and build a life of meaning and purpose. What are you currently learning, or what wisdom are you seeking to develop? Is there a book, course, or practice that's expanding your understanding? Share your current learning journey in the comments. Your pursuit of wisdom might inspire others to expand their horizons as well. 9. Practice gratitude. Our 9th Stoic lesson focuses on cultivating gratitude, a practice that can transform your entire experience of life. Stoics recognize that our natural tendency is to focus on what's lacking or what's wrong, but deliberately shifting attention to what we have can create profound contentment. For women, who are often encouraged to focus on what needs improving in ourselves, our homes, our relationships, this practice is revolutionary. Instead of constantly striving for more or better, gratitude invites us to recognize the abundance already present in our lives. Practicing gratitude doesn't mean ignoring challenges or settling for less than you deserve. Rather, it means training your mind to notice and appreciate the good that exists alongside difficulties. It means recognizing that, even in imperfect circumstances, there are gifts worth acknowledging. You can practice gratitude formally through journaling or reflection, or informally by simply pausing throughout your day to notice what's going well. You might express appreciation for your body's functionality rather than focusing on its appearance. You might acknowledge the gift of meaningful work rather than just its challenges. You might recognize the blessing of having people to love rather than focusing on relationship imperfections. Research shows that regular gratitude practice reduces stress, improves sleep, enhances relationships, and increases overall happiness. It's one of the most powerful tools we have for creating contentment, regardless of external circumstances. I'd love to know, what are 3 things you're grateful for today? Share them in the comments below. Your gratitude might inspire others to recognize similar blessings in their own lives. 10.Live with purpose and meaning. Our final Stoic lesson addresses perhaps the most important aspect of becoming a better woman: living with purpose and meaning. Stoicism teaches that a good life isn't measured by pleasure, wealth, or status, but by how well we fulfill our purpose as human beings. For women who often juggle multiple roles and responsibilities, clarifying your deeper purpose is essential. Beyond being a partner, mother, friend, or professional, what contribution do you want to make? What values do you want your life to embody? What legacy do you want to leave? Living purposefully means making choices aligned with your core values, rather than defaulting to what's expected or convenient. It means using your unique gifts and perspective to contribute to something larger than yourself, whether that's through your work, your relationships, your creative expression, or your community involvement. Purpose provides a compass for decision-making and a source of motivation during difficult times. When you're clear about your why, you can endure almost any how. Purpose transforms ordinary tasks into meaningful contributions and gives coherence to the various aspects of your life. For women who often feel pulled in multiple directions, a clear sense of purpose helps you prioritize and make difficult choices with confidence. It helps you distinguish between what's merely urgent and what's truly important. It helps you create a life that feels meaningful rather than merely busy. What gives your life meaning and purpose? Is there a cause you care deeply about, values you're committed to embodying, or a contribution you feel called to make? Share your reflections in the comments below. Your sense of purpose might clarify or inspire someone else's journey. Thank you so much for joining me today on this exploration of Stoic wisdom for women. Remember, becoming a better woman isn't about perfection or meeting external standards. It's about developing inner strength, wisdom, and virtue that allow you to navigate life's challenges with grace and purpose. If you found value in these Stoic lessons, please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more wisdom to guide your journey. Share your thoughts in the comments. I read every one and love learning from your perspectives. Until next time, focus on what you can control, cultivate your virtues, and remember that true strength comes from within. Take care and stay virtuous.